Hey guys, so I've been waiting a few weeks to make a video about this. I've had my car for a little bit over 4 years, a month maybe, and I did schedule a 4-year, the 4th year service, and I did prepay for the service, which was, looking back now, I would recommend not paying for prepaid service because the annual service is nothing for an electric car. Just some windshield wiper fluids and just a couple of minor things that they check for. Anything that's under warranty they'll fix anyway. You're basically paying like $600 for nothing. So I would never recommend anyone buying the prepaid annual service because it's not worth it at all. So my car is slightly over 50,000 miles now. I'll make another video of all the issues that I've had in the Model S. For this one, I've been living with a broken charge port for such a long time. It really wasn't that big of a deal. It just says it's open when it's really actually closed. So the first issue was to fix the charge port, which they did. Second problem was very puzzling to me. The trim on the B-pillar trim actually started bubbling. So if you take a look at my interior, I have the P85 Plus, and I had the Alcantara lining, right? Everything is Alcantara here. And then the bubbling happened right here on the B-pillar on my side. It started bubbling, and it's covered under warranty, but for some reason they replaced it with this cheap mesh material. If you take a look here, you can see it's clearly different. The other problem is these technicians, when they install it, they have really dirty fingers. So you can see like some black marks everywhere. They replaced the one on this side too. So if you see grease marks on it. I don't understand why they would replace something that's not a problem. Why would they replace this if I didn't say it was a problem? It was only on the driver's side, not the passenger side. And why would they replace it with a non-matching trim? I had called them. The technician that was given the part to replace, he basically went ahead and replaced it, and he didn't notice that it's a different trim. It's kind of hard not to notice that it's a different material. So I don't know if they have people that just working in auto mode and just doing whatever they've been given as a part, and they didn't care that it was the wrong part or whatever. So I've been told that they're gonna order me the correct trim, and this has been well over let's see, it's been a month, and I still haven't had an update on this yet. So I'm driving around with a mismatched interior, which is not a huge deal, I guess, but at some point you have to wonder, when the heck are they going to give me the correct part? Anyway, okay, so problem number 3. When I used to back up and I had my wheel turned all the way to the right, I would hear rubbing in the fender, the wheel well. It used to bother me, and then when I talked to service department, they said it's normal. Seems like it's not normal. So they did a tire rotation, basically swapped the two wheels on each side, and it's not rubbing anymore. That was number 3. They did the customary car wash, which is fine. I don't really care if they do it or not. Here's the annual service, which is number 5. That's prepaid by me. Really, anyone who's thinking of buying a prepaid service plan, don't do it. It's a waste of money. Everything that is broken will be covered under warranty. There's really no reason to pay $600 for them to change your or add windshield wiper fluid. So this is what they did in the annual service. Pull some logs, firmware checks, perform checking if everything closes or not. Plugging in your charger to see if it works. They replaced my windshield wipers, the blades. They replaced my key fob batteries, another $1 or $2. The cabin air filter, probably another $20. And then they check all my the remote keyless entry, if it's okay or not, lighting, the horn. This is really not worth $600. Yeah, so anyway, don't ever do it. I would not recommend. Anyway, that was number 6. Number 7. Yeah, this is just basically, I guess I hit a pothole really bad, and there was a bubble in my the front tire, and I needed to be replaced. I could have replaced it anywhere. By the way, if you buy these tires from Tire Rack, they're only $250. They charge you $50 to mount them, $350 for the actual tire. They are making some money. That was number 7. Number 8, they mentioned that one of the brake calipers were rusted, so they replaced it. That's under warranty. These items shouldn't be rusted at all. Number 9, they said that my lug nuts were all warped. Don't know why they're warped, maybe because of the high torque, and I do have a heavy foot, so they replaced them, all 20 of them. Number 10, I had a big piece of gravel stuck or punctured my rear tire, and I had to use my existing inflation kit, which actually sealed it, by the way, but it caused the wheel to be unbalanced, and then I had to buy another one just to replace it. Yeah, that's about it. Total was about $480. Everything had to do with, wear and tear items, like the wheel had to be replaced, and also a extra tire inflation kit. So yeah, I'll make another video for my experience over the 4 years. Watch out for that. I guess when I have time, I'll make the video. But it's a lot of items that I have. I've taken this car into service so many times. But back then, service was great because they can over-service you, because there wasn't many Teslas around. So in the first 2 years of ownership, even though I had so many issues with the car, it wasn't that big of a deal, because they would also have a lot of Tesla loaners that you can have. Nowadays, when I bring in my car, they don't even have a Tesla loaner for me. The last time that I had service with this one, they gave me a Chrysler 300M, because they don't have enough loaners. Service nowadays is horrible. You have to wait about a month to get service, and it used to be that they would flatbed a loaner to me, and then flatbed my car to the service center, what they call their valet service. But when I asked for valet service for this one, they told me that they no longer offer valet service, and mind you, this is the premier service center in the whole East Coast. This is where they send all the technicians to get trained, and they're not offering valet service anymore. So much for seamless service that Elon was posting about. Basically the best service that you can have. It's no longer that way. It's really disappointing that the service has gone downhill so much. Actually, I'm afraid to wait until Model 3 starts rolling out, when there's so many more Teslas out there and they all require service. Tesla hasn't really built the infrastructure to support all this in terms of service centers. So I don't know how much worse a service can get. We'll wait to see. If it gets any worse, probably they're gonna lose their Tesla fans, because who the heck would want to put up with this? Anyway, watch out for my video on my 4-year experience of my Model S. And thanks for watching.